If you're looking to buy a house, a nice car, or maybe a yacht one day, you should probably look into becoming an AI engineer. Salaries are easily pushing 150k a year right now, and the best part? You don't need a PhD in advanced math, you don't need to build deep learning models from scratch, and nobody expects you to train the next version of Claude or ChatGPT. It's way more simpler than that. So what does an AI engineer actually do? They are not the researchers sitting in a lab designing massive AI models, they're just practical software engineers who take existing large language models or LLMs and plug them into real-world applications, whether that's a smart customer dashboard or an automated dev tool. If you already know basic backend concepts, you're honestly halfway there, but if you're starting from scratch, here's the exact roadmap you need. First and most important is Python and fundamental programming skills. Python is the best programming language of the AI ecosystem, and it's also super friendly to pick up. Instead of having nightmares about memory management in C or C++, you can just focus on the learning part. Aside from Python, Git, Linux and databases are really important to increase your value as an AI engineer, since these are the tools you'll be using daily. You'll also need a quick grasp of core machine learning terminology, like what a model, a token or an embedding actually is. Simply put, a model is just a mathematical system trained to recognize patterns, solve problems or generate text based on your input. A token is how that input gets broken down. AI doesn't read full sentences like humans do, so it splits text into smaller pieces like words, subwords or punctuation. That splitted part is a token. And embeddings? They're just a way to convert text, documents or code into numbers. This allows the AI to instantly search through massive amounts of company data and find exact matches without hallucinating. Next is prompt engineering. And no, this isn't just about asking Claude to generate the next Claude Opus model without mistakes. It's about learning how to structure your prompts using techniques like zero shot, few shot and chain of thought. Most importantly, it's knowing how to force an LLM to return clean, structured JSON data instead of raw text, so your backend code can actually process it. Then comes MCP, the Model Context Protocol. Think of MCP as a universal USB-C port for AI. It's a standard way to plug any AI model into your actual tools like a Postgres database, GitHub repository, or your backend server without having to write ugly custom connector code for every single thing. So it's just a standard communication protocol between apps and AI. Once you put all of this together, you get AI agents. Instead of holding the model's hand and prompting it every 5 seconds, you give an agent a goal, give it permissions to use tools via MCP, and let it solve the problem autonomously in a loop. So you should focus on understanding, creating and using AI agents, which can be also used as a project for your portfolio. For example, you could build an MCP agent that listens for new Jira tickets or GitHub issues, scans your codebase using embeddings, and automatically proposes solutions. All that is left for the developer to do is to just choose which one to implement. And if you want to see how this works at a serious production level, check out today's sponsor Plural Workbenches. A workbench is a configurable DevOps agent that uses isolated sub-agents to read through logs, inspect cluster health, troubleshoot alerts automatically, and even solve the problem on its own. But here's the most important rule of AI engineering: you never let an agent push straight to production. Plural Workbenches generates a clean and a reviewable pull request instead, keeping a human in the loop while the AI handles all the grinding. So stop wasting weekends fixing infrastructure, check the link in the description and give Plural Workbenches a try.